Hello, welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, we're gonna learn what is Ghidra and how we can write a script in Ghidra using Python 3. Ghidra is a reverse engineering tool. You can use Ghidra for different purposes. We can use it for decompilation or binary program analysis or analyze a malware. If you want to write a script in Ghidra, you can write your script in Java or Python 2. Unfortunately, Ghidra does not support Python 3 by default. In this tutorial, we're gonna learn how to add Ghidrathon plugin in Ghidra and write a very simple script in Python 3. To install Ghidrathon, you can follow the installation guide on this website. To install Ghidrathon, we first need to install Ghidra, and the first requirement to install Ghidra is Java. As you can see, you need to choose and install the versions of each of these tools based on this table. To install Java, we need to install Java version greater than 17. For this tutorial, I'll use an Ubuntu operating system, but you can definitely use any other systems. Installing Java is pretty straightforward. For this tutorial, I downloaded JDK 17. You can download any versions of JDK from Oracle website from here. All we have to do is to add JDK path and JDK bin path in bash rc. In order to do that, I will add these two lines in bash rc and save the changes. Now, if I press Java version, you will see that the JDK version 17 is installed. The next step is to install Ghidrathon, is to install Ghidra. In order to install Ghidra, all you have to do is to follow the installation guide. The first step to install Ghidra is to install Java, which we already did. To install Ghidra, we don't have to install Gradle, but we need that to install Ghidrathon. So the next step would be to install Gradle. To install Gradle, you can download different versions of Gradle from this website. For this tutorial, I downloaded the Gradle version 7.4, as you can see here. To install Gradle, you can follow this installation guide here. So I will install it manually. So you have to first download the binary version from this website. You can download any version, definitely greater than what Ghidrathon installation guide mentioned in this table. And then what you have to do is we can create um, a directory, and you have to unzip the zip file, which I already extract the zip file, but I can uh, do this again. There's a typo here. So now if I go to this directory, you will see that the Gradle is extracted here. Now all I have to do is to add its path in bash rc. So I can go here. There is a directory named bean. I can copy these paths and then add it to bash rc. And save the changes. Okay. Okay, now we add the Gradle. If I press Gradle dash yeah, we see that Grader is installed. Cool. Now the next step would be to run the Ghidra's bin, as is already mentioned in its installation guide. So what I will do is to cd to change directory to Ghidra's directory, and now you can see that there is a Ghidra run binary here, which we need to run. So I don't have Ghidra in GUI mode, but if you have it on GUI mode, you can run Ghidra and you will see that its GUI will show up, and you can import your binary there and start analyzing your binary. But since we want to write a script in headless analysis mode um, without using GUI, so for this tutorial, we're not gonna show the GUI. So now we are done with Ghidra. So the next step would be to download Ghidrathon. Sorry, the we have to also install JEP. Python is already installed, Python 3 in Ubuntu by default. So if Python is not installed, you have to install it. But we have to install JEP as well. I need to install this library. To install JEP, I can simply say install its library. Okay, now it's installed successfully. So, okay, the next step is to download Ghidrathon from this website. You can download different versions of Ghidrathon, but for this tutorial, I downloaded Ghidrathon version 3.02. As you can see here, now all we have to do is to extract Ghidrathon. So I will extract it here. There's a README file. We can open it here, and you'll see that how to install Ghidrathon. So what we need to do is to run this command and mention the absolute path to Ghidra install. You can also um, define the absolute path to Python binary as well, which is user bean. So here I will use this command. I will run this command. For running this command, we have to change our directory to Ghidrathon directory, and now I will run this command here. Okay, you can see that the build was successful. When the build is successful, then there will be a directory named dist in Ghidrathon directory. There is a zip file which we have to add into Ghidra extension directory. So as mentioned in the installation guide of Ghidrathon, you can see that if you are using the Ghidra's GUI, you need to do these steps to add this plugin. But since we are not using the GUI mode, what we have to do is to extract Ghidrathon extension, which is in the dist directory here. We need to unzip and extract it to Ghidra, Ghidra, Ghidra extensions. Okay, there is a very important thing to remember is that in the Ghidra's directory, there is also another directory called extensions, which you have to remember that you shouldn't unzip your Ghidraton extension here. You need to go to Ghidra directory and there is an extensions here in Ghidra directory, and then you need to unzip that file, that zip file here. So let's do it. In Ghidra, there is Ghidra extensions that we want to extract our zip file, and there is this which contain. Okay. Now I have Ghidraton in here. So this is all we need to do to install Ghidraton. And now we can simply write a very simple script um, to run our script in Python 3. To write a script in Ghidra, first let's to understand how Ghidra will run our script. In Ghidra directory, there's a directory called support, and there is a binary here, analyze headless, which we need to run this binary in order to run our script. So I will create two Python file here. One will run my script, and the other will run headless analyze binary. So I will create this Python file and also another Python file named test.py. Oh, I'm my bad. I need to um, and test.py here. Okay, now I need to run. In this Python file, I will write some code to run this headless analyze binary. Here I have, um, as you can see here, I need to define the headless analyzer binary path, which is, as I said, in Ghidra's directory, there's a support directory and there is a headless analyze binary here that we need to run. We also need to create a temporary directory that the output of the Ghidra's run will be here. Um, and also I have a binary file from Julia Test Suite, a binary which contains the stack-based buffer overflow. And I will simply, in my script, I just want to run a simple Python script and just print the binary path by using Ghidra's API. So now I need to first import subprocess and yeah, and in the test.py I need to just add these two lines. This will get the current program and also it will print the executable path of this file. Now I will run my run.py. Uh, as you can see here, run.py will execute this command, which will be the um, we'll call the headless analyzer binary, and then the project directory path. Um, I have to delete this and the binary path, and it will run test.py Python file. So if I run.py, you can see the generated output from Ghidra, and you see that the path of the binary is written here, which is the output of this line. This is a very basic um, script. I just wanted to show you that we can run our scripts in Ghidra with Python 3. I hope that this tutorial was useful for you, um, and good luck.